Yo, 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 what's up, Chad? What's going on? We got, whatchamacallit, we got, Sony State of Play 2026, so, I mean, might as well get started.
The game comes out. It is 6 years
Sweet.
into the generation.
Yeah.
So that is good news. That they're finally leaving last gen behind, and it's great that you can see it on the screen immediately. That is awesome. So let's
What's
get
weird,
in.
real quick, sorry, what's weird about that is the fact that we're already having next-gen conversations, and this is the first truly current-gen Call of Duty, but that has nothing to do with the preview.
It's true. You are correct.
This
yeah,
is
that's a whole
next-gen
separate
console
topic.
watch topic.
So you came away with 9 key changes, and I wanted to have you talk through them all for us here. Let's start with, you mentioned movement. So
Yeah.
what's the deal with movement in Modern Warfare 4 multiplayer?
Yeah, so the big thing people are going to notice with this game, especially since there hasn't been a Modern Warfare in a while, is that there's no more Omni movement. What that means is you can no longer sprint left and right and
No more
backwards.
Omni movement.
There's no wall jumping. There's nothing like that, right? It is a more grounded, kind of boots on the ground. The tagline they keep using is that it's like an action movie, but still set in realism, right? Like everything is theoretically possible, but it's set in a world where you never get tired and surfaces are never slippery. So yeah, but they've made a lot of changes to movement because of this, right? So no Omni movement, but there's mantling in different ways than there used to be. So before you would mantle onto a ledge or something like that, and your character would just climb up and there was nothing you can do about it. They've changed it in a few ways now. One is you can cancel a mantle now. So if you're mantling up and you happen to peek over and you see somebody, you can be like, nope, don't want to do that, and you can mantle out. Another thing you can do is just do a simple ledge grab, which is you go halfway through a mantle and then you're just holding onto the ledge and you can actually aim your gun over the cover and shoot people while still kind of peeking behind the cover. And then the third thing is that you can shimmy now, so they're calling it a ledge shimmy. So if you're on a ledge, you can now move left and right and reposition yourself, get yourself still in cover but still be able to do shots. Alongside the mantling is they have a backwards slide, so you can do a backwards slide that allows you to still shoot your gun. Not totally new, but I think this is the first time you can do it backwards. You can also slide into a ladder, like a ladder climb. So if you're on a roof and there's a ladder, you can slide and your character will automatically spin and grab onto the ladder and you can start going down. That's pretty cool. And then the last major big thing is that you can climb up poles and stuff now. So if you see an apartment building and you see a pole, you can actually climb up that pole and then almost like Assassin's Creed style vault over to a window and then climb through the window. So they've added that. And then one more thing is that there's tactical sprint still, which is when you double tap the sprint, you throw your gun up and you start running super fast. It's now more telegraphed that your character will start to breathe harder and the gun will start to lower. So they've made a lot of changes to movement while still kind of keeping it grounded.
It's interesting that Black Ops and Modern Warfare are really starting to diverge now in the way that just even on character movement, which is good. It makes them feel like legitimately or more like legitimately different games.
Yeah.
For gunplay,
Is this like the actual
no more
freaking
bloom?
Yeah.
game?
Before I go into that, I gotta remind people what bloom is, because it may not be a term that people are super familiar with. Bloom is essentially a hidden mechanic in video games where, let's say you have a circle, and those are the possible points that your bullet can go. The game essentially rolls a dice in the background as you're hip firing, and the bullets just kind of go anywhere within that point. I think it was really, really cool in Modern Warfare 1 days, like Xbox 360 days. I think it's completely archaic now to add that sort of a random element, especially when games like Counter-Strike, people have been going back and playing Counter-Strike, and something a lot of people do right at the beginning of a Counter-Strike match is they run to a wall and they shoot to see the bullet pattern of their gun. Call of Duty is now adopting that system where there's no more bloom. Your bullets go where your gun is aiming.
Okay.
And that does mean there's still going to be spread because bullets, or, guns kick when they fire. And so there is still going to be spread, but it doesn't feel like it's completely just a luck of the dice if you win a close quarters combat now. You actually kind of understand where your bullets should be going. And they've worked hard on this to make sure it's like the sniper rifle's not the best shotgun in the world anymore.
Yeah.
Because they said when they first started, basically people were hip firing snipers across, shooting sniper rifles from across the map and just hitting shots because it's like, well, if the sniper rifle's pointing forward and there's no bloom, it's going to just hit people. And so they've added, kind of gun sway and stuff like that. So it just, bloom is gone, but that feeling of kind of randomness could still feel there, but there's like an honest answer for it now, I guess is the best way to put it.
Nice. Okay. So next you mentioned that weapons feel like they belong in the world now. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so normally when you play any shooter, to be honest with you, right, your gun is just in front of your character, and if you run up to a wall, what happens, right? It's essentially like the tip of your gun is more or less just stopping your movement, right? So now, when you run up to a wall, your gun will actually kind of be pushed more up against your body, right?
I see.
When you are peeking around cover, your gun... It's this like action movie thing, right, where people naturally think that your gun should be the first thing that enters a door, and that's actually like completely not true, because that's the best way to get disarmed in something like an action sequence. And so Call of Duty's kind of taking that, right, where now if you're peeking, your gun will still be kind of hidden. It's kind of your eye is the first thing through the door. And so there's just a lot more. You'll notice it like when you're playing it. You'll see that your gun just moves it moves a lot more than it used to.
Yeah.
But that's realism, right? That's how guns
Texas
actually
was good,
work.
bro.
Nobody's just holding their
Doing
gun,
all right.
right? They're
I'm just getting off
constantly
of work, so I'm
moving,
just eating some dinner while watching State of Play.
So,
Hope your afternoon's
kind of how you
good,
see
bro.
like Uncharted and the new just released 007 First Light, where when he walks through a doorway, he'll kind of like put his hand there, and it's kind of like these reactions to the environment. That's what you're seeing now with the guns in Call of Duty. Is it's fully aware that you're up against a wall.
Hope your day's
and it's
going good,
reacting to
Dexus.
that naturally.
Nice. This next one, I guess we kind of touched on this at the top, but you say dropping last gen was clearly the right call.
Yeah. So, not only graphically, but they're doing a thing now where the map you're entering
Minus
is
the
not the map
marathon.
you're leaving. And what I mean by
Oh.
that is not only does it look pretty, but all maps have decorations, and now these decorations can be shot off the table and stuff like that, right? So if you see,
I mean,
a dish
I just started
and you
this,
go in
bro.
there, you shoot
Like,
it all
I'm
up,
only
that
like,
dish
what,
set's just gonna stay
a
on
couple
the ground,
minutes
all
in.
shot up.
Yeah.
Bullet
I
holes
just
are
got
going to
home
stay
from
in the
work, so
walls.
I don't know yet.
These are normally things that either
So
A,
far, I
quickly
mean,
interact
Modern
with
Warfare
before,
4
or
doesn't
the
look
game will
bad.
quickly
I haven't played a
respond
Call of
to
Duty
see
game
that
in a
you're
minute
ready for
because
the actual
I was a
gameplay.
big Zombies
And now
fan,
you're
and they just
entering a
completely
map that
fell
looks
off of it.
pristine, and you're
And
leaving
like when
a
it came to
map that
multiplayer,
looks
like
super
the
messed
shit
up,
was
right?
pretty much
Because that's
ass.
all
So
just staying on the map, and they said that that's basically not possible with the memory limitations of PS4 and Xbox One, but the PS5, PC, and Xbox Series X and S allows for those decorations and just visual aesthetics to persist throughout a whole round without the need to despawn them for other things.
Cool. That's good stuff. All right. Apex attachments, you say, are where things get a little wild.
Yeah, so every gun in every Call of Duty has its own leveling up system. And as you level a gun up, you'll eventually unlock new attachments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like you can do 5 attachments. But when you get to the end, it's like, normally it's like, okay, you got the best scope. Or usually, in the case of Call of Duty, it's you got this really cool, like, tiger glimming skin. Stuff like that, right? In this one, you're getting Apex attachments. They are separate from your
Apex attachments.
normal gunsmith loadout. And they
Let me
get
find
added
out
and
they're
they
putting the
change
Apex attachments from
fundamental
the
things
game.
about your gun. So some examples are having a pistol that when you go into the Apex mode, all of a sudden becomes a hammer fire pistol that, as quick as you pull the trigger, is as quick as the pistol can shoot. Another really cool one was
I need to upgrade to a scuff controller
shotgun
then.
that they added a strobe light to. So now you're basically walking around with a a flashbang in your eyes. So now people are getting blinded when they walk into a room, and then they're getting shotgunned. Other ones is like adding underbarrel shotguns or grenade launchers. One really cool one was taking a submachine and adding throwing knives to it, so the character will move it over and then be throwing knives. So it's that just kind of cool stuff where you're like, okay, I have used this gun a lot, and now I'm actually getting some sort of like actual fundamental kind of special bonus for staying dedicated to that gun. And I mentioned in the preview as well that those attachments will stay after somebody's been killed, right? So if you have a really cool Apex gun, there's a good chance you'll eventually fall victim to that because somebody else will pick it up and use it, and then vice versa.
While we're on the subject of guns, talk about Gunny, which you say is basically Gunsmith, but without the headache.
Yeah, so Gunny is my favorite thing that they've added to this year's Call of Duty, which is you want to try a new gun or you've been leveling up a gun and you're going through the gunsmith and you're like, okay, this has this kind of sight, but does this kind of sight match up with the actual caliber of bullets that I'm using or the the buck of the gun, all these different things. You're like, am I building a good gun or am I building a monstrosity? The pro Call of Duty people are aware, but me, I'm over here on YouTube being like, how do I like make something actually where it's not like a Frankenstein's monster of a gun? And so what Gunny does is now when you go to the gunsmith, it'll say like run and gun, close range, long range, balanced, and you just select it and it goes, okay, this is the gun you want to use. Here are the attachments for that playstyle that you selected. So then from there, you could be like, okay, but I don't like that scope. So I'm going to change the scope still. But everything else, I trust you with. Or you could be like, I want to do run and gun. And you're like, actually, I don't like what you've built. I'm going to click run and gun again. And
hey, Chad, what kind of class are you guys?
And it's all still just
me, I like to run and gun in Call of Duty.
It gets rid of that.
I'm one of those shotgun players.
I would say, like,
I'm not going to lie.
In between matches where you're like, what's the best kind of, you're just like, no, this is my kind of preset loadout based on what I've added to my gun, and it makes for some really cool but very easy ways to make loadouts and actually stay competitive.
Sweet. All right, quickly tell me about maps, modes, and lots of variety.
Yeah, so the game's launching with 12 maps. I would say probably about half of them are from the single player, variations of the single player that have then gone on to become multiplayer maps, and then a few others that are, made from the ground up for multiplayer. And so you'll be on, the streets of Korea, you'll be in a Korean nuclear base, you'll be in Russia, you'll be in New York, Mumbai. It's a globe-trotting game, and the multiplayer kind of lends itself to that. There's one specific map called Kill Block, which is really cool, which is basically they have what they call slabs. And so you play a 10v10 gunfight mode, which for folks that don't know, it's between rounds you're getting put with a gun that everybody's using the same gun. And it's 10v10.
Oh, kind of like that one game.
And
I
what
forgot
it
what it's called.
does is the map is constantly changing. So every time between rounds, the map, there's 3 sections. One of the sections might change, or 2 of them might change, or the middle might change. And so every single time you finish a round, not only are you getting a new gun that you have to play with, but also the map is completely different.
Cool.
And they're really proud of it. They said that there's over 500 combinations, so it's very unlikely that anybody will ever play the same thing twice. But
I don't know about that.
yeah. A lot of people play Call of Duty. But then when I asked them about a seed possibility, they said that they eventually might do something down the road where it's like, I really like this combination, so I want to do a custom game and type in these string of numbers, and that's the combination I'm going to get.
Sweet. All right, and the final thing, talk to us about Prestige this time around.
Yeah, this is where I get my name in the credits for Modern Warfare 4. So, they have 2 Prestige modes in this game, which is Prestige Classic and Prestige Regular. Prestige Classic is your normal level up to level 55, reset everything, rank, guns, everything gets reset, but you get multiple rewards. You get a prestige badge, and you get to start over, this time with an XP boost. Now there's prestige regular, which is you don't reset everything when you get to level 55, but you get fewer rewards, fewer XP boost on your next trek. But it's for the people that want to say, I've prestige, I've earned the next badge, but I still have all my guns and attachments. And my gripe with them came from the fact that that didn't make sense, that regular is it should be called prestige new. So, and they said that they're working on that. So we'll see what it's called by the time it's done. And if you see a big special thanks to Mark Medina in the credits, that's why. Yeah, but basically everybody's first trek to 55 will be the same. Then at 55, you get to choose Prestige Classic or Prestige Regular. Then once you get to 55 again, you get to choose again. Okay. So every single time you Prestige, you get to choose, I want to go a Classic route. No, I want to go the regular route. And the way is because, the reason for it is because they've noticed that a lot of people just don't Prestige because they don't want to lose all their stuff. So they're trying to cater to those people that don't want to lose their stuff, but want to be part of the Prestige conversation.
Lots of new stuff in there. Mark Medina, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. We're going to get to see more of this at the Xbox Showcase on June 7th, which will be airing live right here on IGN. I'll be hosting our live pre- and post-show for that, so come hang out beforehand and then stick with us after for all of our reactions and analysis. Mark Medina, thank you so much, sir.
Sometimes, against our better judgment, we do the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. Developer Housemarque's new third-person bullet hell shooter, Saros, explores this idea in many ways. The roguelite level structure, the repeating combat encounters, and the internal conflicts of its main character are.
I never played Saros, to be honest.
It also has a similar gameplay foundation to its predecessor, Returnal, with fluid gunplay and deft movement. But in trying to be more thematically ambitious, Saros opens itself up to pitfalls Returnal didn't have to manage, leaving some of its more interesting threads unsatisfyingly hanging. Still, its tough as nails combat is worth getting good for, even when its repetition can wear you down. Arjun Devraj is an expeditioner for the Space Corps Soltari. He sports the voice and likeness of actor Rahul Kohli, who absolutely nails the leading role.
This is what it does. It gets in our heads, and it twists, and it turns.
Yeah, I don't really care about Saros.
Previous
Not my,
expeditions on Carcosa,
not my forte,
biomechanic
but
DNAs, especially.
I mean, it looks good though. Well,
You quickly realize
I just never played
there are
Returnal.
parallels to works like Heart of Darkness or Apocalypse Now, but Saros is more of an adaptation of the 19th century anthology. The King was still fine because at least I could.
Those take on the series, like
I mean,
bespoke
007. Yeah, I heard good reviews about
Warriors, or even RoboCop Rogue City.
Right.
But IO's commitment is the same. There are too many seamlessly embedded references.
Audio, James.
Hey, they get free. Now this is I gotta play Assassin's Creed again, man. This was like one of the this right here is one of the best Assassin's Creed
this
games.
seafaring adventure is still considered by some to be the best pirate simulator of all time. So it's no wonder at all that Ubisoft has decided to dust off this bad boy and remake it in the style of last year's Assassin's Creed Shadows. Complete with all the modern trimmings you'd expect. That includes stuff like drastically improved graphics, modernized combat mechanics to make Edward Kenway faster on the draw, and my personal favorite, a near complete removal of all the pesky loading screens that is an absolute godsend. My time with Black Flag Resynced included a few red flags to go along with the black ones though. Like how some of the modernizations involved removing aspects of the original, it seemed like maybe they'd be best left as they were, but on the whole, it's pretty hard to be mad about this gorgeous second voyage of one of the best Assassin's Creed games. Many of Black Flag Resynced's best parts come courtesy of the Ubisoft Anvil engine, last seen in AC Shadows. It's been used to recreate Black Flag from the ground up, and that allows it to be every bit as beautiful as more recent Assassin's Creed games. The tropical environment of the Caribbean is a night and day improvement over the original, specifically when it comes to how bright and colorful areas are versus the previous generation's somewhat muted and dark appearance, especially when running around forested areas. Similarly, character models somehow managed to look absurdly better than they did in 2013, while also being exactly as I remember them. That said, I did find many of the characters to be a bit prettier than I expected, particularly when it comes to pirate characters who spend all their time boozing, sailing, and fighting. The cast seems to have been given a Hollywood glow-up and aren't nearly as gross and dirty as you might think. Black Flag Resynced also benefits from many of the other upgrades the series has seen in recent iterations, especially changes to combat that make it faster and more decisive, and to sneaking around that make it a more competent stealth game than the original. Despite the Assassin's Creed series ostensibly being all about sneaking around, it's wild to think that it wasn't until Assassin's Creed Unity that we got a dedicated crouch button. Absolutely insane in retrospect. In the original Black Flag, you could only go undetected when hidden within a group of people or when walking in bushes that automatically put you into crouch mode. Aside from that, your character genuinely couldn't crouch at all. Thankfully, Black Flag Resynced adds a dedicated crouch button so you can go about your business of stabbing enemies to death from the cover of shadow as you please. There are also a few new gadgets in your stealth tool belt, and some that were in the original but come to you much sooner in this iteration. For example, the badass rope dart that didn't appear until the tail end of the story is now added to your inventory in the opening chapters, so you can almost immediately start yanking enemies toward you like Mortal Kombat Scorpion.
Get over here!
Which I think we can all agree is just a great decision. If you aren't in the mood for stealth though, one change to this iteration of Black Flag is likely to bring you joy. Those deeply irritating tailing quests have been reworked. Whereas before you'd have to slowly follow people around town unnoticed, paying the ultimate price of having to start over from the beginning if you got caught, now you're provided alternate ways of completing the mission instead. In the one example included in the demo, I decided to sprint right at the two people I was told to follow just to see what would happen. And although the result was sloppy and most unbecoming of an aspiring assassin, I can confirm that I was indeed given separate means for completing my objective anyway, though they were significantly bloodier and less smooth than planned. A pretty great change if you ask me. Likewise, combat has been modernized to focus on player skill, complete with my favorite, a perfect parry mechanic that opens enemies up to be instantly killed if you get the timing just so. As someone who's been honing his parry timing for years in the crucible of Souls-likes and uber-difficult action games, this is one of my favorite changes. Not only does it make you feel like a complete badass when you slap someone's sword out of your face and finish them off with an execution, but it also allows for combat to go faster, something that feels quite needed at times with all the samey boarding combat sections that happen every time you want to pillage a ship of its cargo before sinking it. I also played with the difficulty turned all the way up and found myself dying quite a bit, both in ship-based combat and while swashbuckling. Some of this is surely just the fact that I was playing the remake for the first time and learning as I went, but here's hoping this iteration of Black Flag is a bit more challenging than the original, where I rarely found myself in any real peril. Though this remaster draws on many of Assassin's Creed's more recent entries, it steers clear from the RPG elements found in Valhalla and Shadows, instead sticking to its action-adventure roots like Mirage, and crucially, the original Black Flag. There are still some stats on weapons that can be purchased in shops, and some RPG-like upgrades here and there, but Resynced focuses much more on being a competent action game than an RPG, so you won't find yourself stealth assassinating someone and not doing enough DPS to take them out in one strike. I actually enjoy both the more RPG-style Assassin's Creed games and the less chunky action games that the series found its roots in. But if I'm being honest, this one just feels like it's much better suited as a pure action game. After all, I'm a bloody pirate for God's sake. I'm meant to be showing these nautical narcs the business end of a flintlock, not running the numbers on my armor set or doing math on my critical hit chances. Yar, I say. Yar! Some of the streamlining of Black Flag to Resync's action has led to some peculiar choices though, like how you can no longer pick up weapons of slain foes to use in combat. In the original, if you downed a big guy who was wielding a two-handed axe, you could then pick it up and use it to mop up the rest of the scallywags in your path. For whatever reason, that was removed in the demo I played though, possibly to simplify things and keep the action moving along without having to clumsily retrieve a weapon from the ground in the heat of battle. I can certainly see the logic in that choice, but honestly, I kind of missed being able to have that kind of freedom, and it felt to me like one of those wholly unnecessary changes that could have just as well been left as it was. Then again, this feature hasn't been a part of the series in quite some time now, so maybe it's just one of these things that no longer fits in with the Anvil engine. While reliving my time with Black Flag was largely awesome, one surprising revelation is that the entirety of the present-day storyline has been removed from this version. As someone who misses when the Assassin's Creed series actually tried to tell a story within its sci-fi world, it's a bit of a bummer to see them following Assassin's Creed Shadows' footsteps of giving up on that aspect of the series entirely. It's especially odd if, like me, you have the twist ending at the end of the original Black Flag burned into your memory. I'm honestly very curious how this remake will be able to cut around that aspect of the story entirely, and worry the story might feel a bit awkward in doing so. That said, the historical story and pirate gameplay is quite obviously Black Flag's strength, so maybe it won't be any big loss not having it around, even if it does feel a bit strange. Perhaps as a way of making up for the lack of a present-day story, Resynced interestingly adds content to Kenway's story that wasn't in the original, some of which I played. This includes whole story sections that focus on Blackbeard and Stead Bonnet, who were only briefly involved in the original version of Black Flag, if memory serves. There are also new party members you can recruit to join your pirate crew, complete with quests to indoctrinate them into your privateering operations. One such quest involved breaking a shipwright out of jail and persuading her to join my team by agreeing to help her with a personal matter down the road. Her name is Lucy, and she's pretty much a complete badass. I think she'll fit in with Kenway and company just fine. After a handful of hours playing this remake of one of the best Assassin's Creed games, I'm pretty sold on replaying through it in its entirety when it comes out later this year. What do you think? Will you give Black Flag a return trip? Let us know in the comments. For more, check out our recent previews of 007 First Light and Meat of the Hollower. And for everything else, keep plundering the goods with IGN.
Not bad, not bad. Aliens, Fireteam Elite 2. No, I never really played
Hello
this.
everyone, Chris Cross here, Design Director at Cold Iron Studios. We're excited today to showcase and talk about the new Specialist class, a brand new class we're introducing for Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 releasing this summer. Here with me are Derek, Brock, and MJ from our development team.
Hi, I'm Derek Wade, Lead Combat Designer.
I'm Brock Robin.
Hold up. I've seen that. Oh, we gotta watch it, huh? Yes, sir. The OG God of War. Let's go, bro. Hey, we need a trailer, bro. Something. We need some gameplay.
Zeus! Your son has returned.
Bro, we need gameplay, bro. We need gameplay for this, bro. Where's the gameplay? Where's the gameplay? No.
Hey, what's happening, fam? It is OGTC, the original God of War. How y'all doing today? I'm so glad you're hanging out, and I want you to know as we close out this last few months of the God of War's 20th anniversary, I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today. Now look, we are happy and excited to finally confirm that the Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah, man. I know.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Better be.
Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. So, closing, I want to say thank you. Thank you all for your patience. You've been waiting, so thank you for your patience. But most of all, I want to thank you all for supporting this God of War franchise all these years.
Always, since I was a young jit, man.
Peace.
Ever since I was a young jit, I played damn near almost every single God of War, except for the new one.
We don't even get a choice.
God of War Sparta.
I'm Ryan McCaffrey with IGN, and I
like
am joined by my friend Mark Medina. Mark, you made the trek down to Infinity Ward in Los Angeles, in secret in the dead of night.
Yeah.
With
I
your
just
night
seen
vision
that in the
goggles
beginning
on,
already.
to go check out Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. It is the new one this year. It's just been unveiled.
replaying?
It is out in October.
My dumbass, I've been watching the same thing already.
Multiplayer hands-on.
I did.
I've been watching the same shit.
Probably like 2
What the
hours
fuck?
of multiplayer just across the various modes, against just other media personalities.
I think I've been watching the same
That-
shit.
It was a good time.
So
Crazy.
you came back, and your preview article on IGN is
You'll be in a Korean
I've been
nuclear
watching the
base.
same
You'll
shit.
be in Russia. You'll be in New York, Mumbai. It's a globe-trotting game, and the multiplayer kind of.
It's crazy. I've
you know,
been
lends
watching the
itself to
same
that.
fucking shit.
They're
Single-player games by having roguelite as a metaphor works so well here, and its parallels hit hard.
The name's Bond.
James Bond.
James Bond V.
confidently occupies its own space as a uniquely
and things we haven't heard rumors online
Now it
about for
officially
months.
started,
But let's start
I
off what
guess.
we know for
Let's
sure
go.
is going to be there, which is something I'm very excited about. I think we're all pretty sold on this, but Insomniac's Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got a
Oh,
pretty good,
shit.
healthy
Let's
dose of
go.
what this game looks like in action after a very long wait and seeing that one CG trailer on loop a few times over. It looks like a Wolverine game for sure. What do you hope to see from this?
I want to see a little bit more of what we're doing outside of the action. And I'm not saying like, oh, I want Wolverine to be like a detective and doing all that type of stuff. I just want to know what we're doing between the set pieces and not just if we are just running from set piece to set piece kind of action style, almost
little bit of
Uncharted
free roam.
like. I'm okay with that. I just want to know what that kind of the gameplay loop and vibe is going to be for the whole game.
Yeah. Nick, what about you?
For me, it's the caliber of Insomniac, right? Insomniac is always doing stuff inventive when it comes to weapons, combining weapons, unlockables, and it's like not open world design. I guess they do that with Spider-Man, but open hubs and something like Ratchet and Clank. What I'm curious to see is how Wolverine sets itself apart from Insomniac, Spider-Man 1, 2, and Miles Morales, because I don't necessarily want to be moving around a giant open world as Wolverine. So I'm curious how they can scale back.
Why don't you want to do that? That would, I mean, me personally, that sounds fun.
On the scope of the game without compromising what makes their games feel so fun to play. And I think from what we've seen so far on, as you said, the trailers on loop in our offices, just the dismemberment, the like almost the Metal Gear Revengeance-esque-ness to it, where you can just how fine into meaty giblets can I cut people into? You know, like is there a limit?
Yeah. No, the dismemberment. Yeah, they spent some time on that.
It's gnarly.
Yeah,
it is.
It's pretty intense, and it's like I love that it's it's about a dude with knives for hands who can't be killed. It should be a big ol' M-rated game. Like it should not be rated T for teen, and they're clearly not even considering doing that. But no, to your point about the world structure, I think we hear an Insomniac Marvel game, and the knee-jerk reaction is to be like, cool, it'll be Spider-Man with claws, but that's
not what I want.
That's exactly, yeah. And I mean, yeah, like Insomniac's kind of prestige, they've always been really good at like gadgets and weapons. And Wolverine is not that. So I'm kind of like, again, they do great open world stuff. They do great traversal with Spider-Man. They do cool gadgets and weapons. And none of those really apply here. And that's not to say I don't have faith. I'm completely sold on this game. Like, there's not even like a moment of hesitation. So at this point, it's kind of just gilding the lily. Like, I don't know what. I guess I do want to see a kind of uninterrupted stretch of gameplay. To your point, to see kind of what the moment to moment is. I'm sure there's going to be something puzzle adjacent,
They always seem to
Yeah.
sprinkle a little bit of puzzle stuff into
Yeah.
their games, which is fine. I enjoy that, like little breaks from time to time. I also really want to see how they're handling his regeneration, because you're obviously going to take damage.
Yep.
You're going to get shot. You're going to get hit. What is that going to look like graphically in this game? Because the last X-Men game...
I'm telling y'all right now, if the regeneration is like X-Men Origins Wolverine for you OG players, bro, that's a day one cop right there.
Where you
Day
had
one.
that, did a pretty good job of showing the regeneration.
Yeah, skeleton, you see bits of his like adamantium skeleton, but to that point, what does it look like to have a failure state in this game? If Wolverine can't die, like, what does a game over screen look like, and how do you achieve that? Do you just have to stop playing for like 30 seconds while Wolverine regenerates his head or something?
Just lay there and all the guards go back into stealth, and they're just like, well, he's dead, we're good.
Well, one thing that I do think I'm the most excited about, though, Insomniac has proven time and time again that they are the cutting edge when it comes to showcasing the power of the PlayStation 5. So I just can't wait to see, is this game going to be running at a 4K, 120 frames per second?
I definitely need a copy of
they know
PS5
how to
Pro, man.
optimize their games for the platform. So I'm just excited to see, one, how smooth the game is, and two, what other fun tricks they've learned in its long development cycle. And since, bringing Spider-Man to the PlayStation 5, like, what other tricks of the trade have they learned that they're going to apply here? So I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, I know. We're at that point where the devs have had the PS5 for long enough that they can really kind of open it up and do cool things there. Let's talk about this sort of elephant in the room, which is God of War. We've been hearing rumblings about a new God of War something for quite some time now.
Bro, it better be good,
I don't know.
bro.
Jason Schreier at Bloomberg has talked about how there's a spin-off that is borderline unrecognizable from what we're used to. We got the tease of the remake trilogy. We got Sons of Sparta. Like, the God of War franchise is sort of in interesting spots, and there's also the TV show in the works. Like, they're doing stuff. They're making moves there. But as to know what Sony Santa Monica's core team is working on, that's kind of a big mystery. Schreier said that it's going to be a spin-off that is like basically a new IP, practically a new IP. And yeah, I'm dying to see what this is, if this is in fact going to be there.
Yeah, I think if they're trying to make this different from God of War, I'm interested most in seeing how it sets itself apart. Because I think anybody coming to this franchise, this new spinoff in this franchise, is still going to want that core kind of vibe and feel for God of War. But I think they're going to be open to different gameplay if that's what they're going for. And I hope they are, because I want something different. Otherwise, why not just make God of War 3 at this point? Or whatever, not 3, but obviously whatever next mythology we're going to.
The next Kratos-esque game. Yeah, and when you look at a showcase or a state of play like this, I often think from like a branding perspective that there is some sense of you want to show off your portfolio, why people need to play on PlayStation 5, and the fact that we are, rumored getting this God of War thing in a presentation where we have Wolverine. When I think of Wolverine and God of War, I think there's a lot of overlap there. It's up close and personal. It's very brutal, violent combat, and it's something that, when the dust settles on your encounter, you feel like a badass walking out of it. And I'm curious, like, I don't think they would show two things that are that similar back to back in the same presentation, which makes me think this truly is going to be something unlike anything we've seen. So at that point, what's left? What makes God of War God of War? Why does it need to be set in the God of War universe? And I think it's going to be, maybe we are finally going to get a different pantheon at this point. Maybe we get to explore different pantheons.
I mean, it is in a weird spot where, like, Ragnarok was huge, and again, that was also a cross-platform game, so we haven't gotten to see a God of War game that is exclusively using PS5 hardware. There's the remake of the trilogy in the works, which that's got the original Kratos, but Christopher Judge, when asked about that at some fan event, was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that, but it's going to have all the new combat stuff. It's going to be all new high techs, and he's just blurting out.
Wait, he said that?
He said that about the remake, which is like, I don't, okay, well, you're not involved, but clearly you've seen something. And then he was like, you're going to see what we're working on late summer, and it's not late summer yet, but like, I don't know, that's...
I mean, why wait till late summer when you can debut it early summer?
Yeah, sure, exactly. But also, like, I don't know, if Kratos says what we're working on, that would sort of suggest that Kratos is in fact involved here. And yeah, I don't know. I'm
maybe he's a companion character this time.
Maybe. Yeah. So yeah, that's again another big sort of mystery in Sony's first-party single-player portfolio. The other one that we've seen a bit of is what Naughty Dog's been working on, which is Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, revealed at the TGAs. Again, this is Naughty Dog's new thing. This is it's in space. It's in a Porsche. They got some Adidas. They got some Pet Shop Boys. It's really, it looks cool, but also it looks like it's a long ways away.
Kunda.
Oh yeah, I do want to see this.
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Into and what to expect. But I think you're right. I think we are still at least another year away from getting a full-on like gameplay reveal for this one, which makes me sad because I'm very excited for this. This just everything they've been talking about when it comes to Intergalactic, it seems like it's going to be up my alley. So I'm really hoping that
like
it is going to scratch the
Cyberpunk or
itch that I want it to.
I think I'm going to be the optimist here. I think we are going to get gameplay during this state of play, and I think this state of play needs to bring out all the big guns, and I think that this needs to be a statement that's getting made of like why you need to own a PlayStation 5. And I think by getting games from Insomniac, from Sony Santa Monica, and from Naughty Dog, I think PlayStation would be making that mission statement very loud and clear. And one thing that has me most excited about this next game from Naughty Dog, this is their first new game in a very long time.
Yeah.
Now that they've left behind the Uncharted's, they left behind the Last of Us's, and now this is a brand new thing. I'm always excited to see new things appear on consoles. And if Naughty Dog has done anything, they've shown audiences why you need to own a PlayStation
Exactly,
device, because
yeah.
the level of like high fidelity visuals that they pump into their game it's borderline irresponsible, but
totally,
I love
totally.
it. The consumers win.
Yeah, so like again, we're talking about all single player stuff. We didn't get a chance to get to the multiplayer stuff, which again has been kind of an iffy situation for Sony this generation. What is it? Marathon Season 2 just got a trailer like 2 hours ago, an hour ago. There's Horizon Hunters Gathering, which is doing playtests left and right. There's also Fair Games, which is in the works. Again, we might see something from that department. There's also Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Yeah, we're going to find out in a second, but we need to take a quick break because there's more in the works. So stick around. IGN Summer of Gaming continues after this.
IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by Evil Dead Burn, only in theaters July 10th.
The average Cinefix movie list features nearly 100 different films and approximately 25 minutes worth of wall-to-wall deep dive.
You can score a complimentary one-day ticket. If you can't make it in person, no worries, because you can stream the whole thing on IGN Live, it is the fastest-selling Resident Evil game in franchise history. It was a great game. We all loved it. And I think right now we're kind of waiting to see what Capcom has next. Something that kind of blew me away about Requiem, not Requiem itself, but the lead up to it, is that it's been less than a year since that was revealed.
Yeah.
And we were hearing rumors about it for ages, that Leon would be back, and it was at Summer Game.
I want more of this. I need this in my veins immediately.
Tetsuya Nomura, show me what you've got, babe.
But I feel like I want like a little more of a hook.
I just want to see more of the art.
Something that a lot of people have been
started.
And so I'm always
crazy.
Set the stage. Wolverine is
okay.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn.
The whole time I've been watching commercials,
I don't know.
I thought it was starting, and now
again,
it's
this is
just
starting
about
very
to
soon.
start.
Reminder for everyone to please stick around afterwards because we're going to have a whole post show, maybe some surprises in store. But between it's not cool. It's a
Now
long
it's
spectacular.
starting.
We'll see you then.
Now it's starting. That's crazy. Whatever. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh shit. That's what I'm waiting on. Oh yeah, we got Wolverine in this bitch.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, creative director for Marvel's Wolverine. Today, we're excited to debut a new look at the game. To set the stage, Wolverine is in a race against time to rescue a group of kidnapped mutants before they're shipped off to parts unknown by cybernetically enhanced mercenaries known as the Reavers. However, Logan quickly discovers he isn't the only mutant attempting to save them. Let's take a look.
Ooh, get some new gameplay, bro. Let's go. Let's go, bro. PS5. Hey, I need to upgrade to a PS5 Pro, bro. Literally, I need to upgrade.
The one that got away.
I got to upgrade, man.
Redhead. Might be our new lead. Looks like she took off into the industrial park.
I mean, this is 720. I need to put this shit to 4K.
All right, let's search the area.
So.
Give me a status update.
Perimeter stable. Holding
Well,
position.
maybe not 4K. Hello. Oh shit! Damn! 1440. Damn! Hey, yo, that's awesome. Weave. Get over here!
No answer. Stay sharp. I don't like this.
Damn it.
Kunda.
Fucking commercials.
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
It's fucking commercials. I didn't even get to see that part, bro. Oh, I just missed something good too, bro. Fucking commercials.
No answer.
Let's
Stay
go.
sharp. I don't like this.
Parkour.
Should do another sweep. It's too quiet.
Sure you can! Video! Yo. Yo. Hey, yo. That's wild. Parkour. Parkour.
Shut it, freak. Ship's gassing off.
Not today, Bob.
The hell? Skullbuster! Up there! We need backup! Now!
Hell yeah. What the hell? Who's that? Oh! Is that Gene? Yo, that's Gene! Gene Grey in this bitch.
There you are, Brett.
Gene?
Oh shit.
Don't worry. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, it's about to get nuts. Damn. Oh shit. Who is that? Oh damn. Bro got a hole in his chest. Holy shit. Holy. Got his ass. Yo, that's wild.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Spider kick. Oh shit.
Your mind shorted.
Damn.
How's that feel, Frank?
Oh shit. Got it there. Oh shit. Damn. Oh shit.
Was hoping for the redhead. Let's get you guys out of here.
Are you a superhero?
Look, kid. I'm Wolverine.
Hey, yo. What? Oh, shit. Damn. Is that Deadpool? Oh, that's Sabretooth. Yeah.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Oh, that had to be Deadpool. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought Sabretooth, big as hell. Oh.
Some folks can't wait to die.
Yo. Hey. Where my wallet at, man? Where my wallet at? Take my wallet.
We hope you
Take my
enjoyed that
wallet,
new
bro.
look at
Just
Marvel's
take my wallet.
Wolverine. This is a single-player,
Take my
action-adventure game featuring a
That is
focused,
wild.
story-driven experience that will send Logan
That's
on a
crazy.
perilous journey across the globe, where more than innocent mutant lives are at stake. In this game, mutants live in hiding, fearful of those who would hunt them down, while most of the world doesn't even know they exist. As you saw, you'll encounter iconic Marvel characters like Jean Grey, Mystique, and Sabretooth.
Some folks can't wait to die.
We also showed you a glimpse of the brutal combat you'll experience in Marvel's Wolverine. It's fast, fluid, and visceral in the way that only Logan can deliver. Marvel's Wolverine is built to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5 consoles, and we cannot wait for you to get your hands on it when it launches September 15th, 2026. We're also happy to announce that you can pre-order your copy today at the end of the
that's
show.
definitely
in
a
select
pre-order.
markets. Check out PlayStation Blog for more
Definitely.
information. On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games, thank you. We'll see you next time.
Hello and welcome to State of Play. I wanted to start by thanking Marcus and the whole team at Insomniac for that extended look at Marvel's Wolverine. We've got a ton more to share with news and updates from both PlayStation studios and third-party studios from around the globe. Let's get right to it with the latest from our friends at Arc System Works, XDev, and Marvel Games.
Kinda wanna see some more. What the fuck is that? Mine's been Afro Samurai. What game is this? What game is this?
Shoot!
Damn it. Just ruined the dance.
The whole family
Yes, I know, July 10th.
reunited.
Whatever.
Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Actually looks pretty decent.
Hi everyone! お久しぶりです。安心の中村郁美です。Did you miss me? I missed you! と言っても多分私のことを知らないし忘れてる人もいるかもしれないんですけど、そうだな。見てね、お姉さんです。今日皆さんにお届けしたのは妖怪ハンターアクションゲームケムリです。舞台はケムリシティ。この世とあの世が混ざってるカオスな街をアジアをベースにいろんなカルチャーが入り混じってます。煙あるところに妖怪ありという言葉がありまして、それを妖怪ハンターが見つけ出します。そこで使うのが妖怪ハンターだけが使えるフォックスウィンドウ、狐の窓です。この窓を介してパラノーマル現象や妖怪を見つけ出して、で可視化してそこに妖怪をハントする。しかし妖怪をただただ集めるわけではありません。私たちのゲームでは妖怪と契約をしなければなりません。頂上をまとい道を狩る、あなた自身に憑依してもらいます。そして憑依した妖怪のパワーを使って憑依アパレルというかっこいいアパレルをまとってスーパーパワーでもっと強い妖怪に挑んでこの世界の謎に近づいていく。ハンターは種類が3つありまして、1つは刀ハンターになります。もう一つは弓ハンター、次はシャーマン。そこで皆さんお気づきの通りマルチプレイあります。仲間と一緒に暴れて死にかけて妖怪ハンターとして一緒にこの煙シティで煙って遊んでいただければ嬉しいです。私たちはカオスをお届けして笑いをお届けしたいと思って煙を作ってます。あの世に最も近い都市煙シティへようこそと言いたいところですが、煙はまだまだ開発中です。情報いっぱい落としていきますので、もうとにかく煙の世界をこれから楽しんでください。レッツ煙、煙っていこう。シュッシュシューシュッシュシューシュッシュシューカカカカカカ。
Actually, not that bad. Actually looks pretty good. Fuck it. How many Tomb Raiders are they gonna make?
The devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn. Only in theaters July 10th.
Ms. Croft, I hear when it comes to retrieval, you are the one to hire. This isn't about glory or money or making the world a better place. This is a puzzle, buried in centuries of silence. You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it. There's a reason I can only trust you with this.
Oh shit.
Gotta say, I captured your good side.
You're assuming I've got a bad side.
So, what was your favourite from today?
I liked the Anisole.
What did you like about it?
He's big and loud.
Oh, I think my favourite is the Diplodocus.
Is this another scary game? Oh shit.
Daisuke, they're here. I don't know if I can do this.
Oh shit.
You need to keep moving.
What the hell? Oh. Damn it.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Lost Wild. Not bad. Oh, is that thing what it is? Oh, shit. Here we go on that Phantom Blade Zero. Oh, shit. Damn. Call him the world's best babysitter. Holy shit. Full trailer on pre-order launch. Yeah. Coming late summer 2026.
Back in early 2023, S-Game first showed us Phantom Blade Zero in passing at a hotel. And we knew immediately that this game had incredible potential. Look forward to more details at a gameplay and story deep dive coming later this summer. Next, let's head over to the sandworm-infested sands of Arrakis in Dune Awakening. In this open-world survival RPG, you can fully immerse yourself in the world of Dune. Unravel a cinematic story filled with mystery and intrigue, featuring many of the characters from the books and movies.
Find the Fremen, wake the sleeper.
Alone or with friends, you will explore the vast open world of Arrakis and learn to survive and thrive by unlocking the secrets of the Fremen. Along the way, you'll discover new technologies, craft gadgets and weaponry, and build a base of operations that will grow and expand as you progress towards power and fortune. Pursue the path of the Bene Gesserit, Swordmaster, Trooper, or Mentat, and master anything from mind control to brutal hand-to-hand combat. In Dune Awakening, you can choose to play with your friends or alone in a brand new single-player mode arriving with the PlayStation release.
My grandfather believed
Again, it does sound like it takes a lot of time.
the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, only in theaters July 10th.
One of over 40 officers and experience intense 1 versus 1,000 skirmishes across vast battlefields. And joining the battle is Zoan, the protagonist from Dynasty Warriors Origins.
It ends here.
Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered launches later this year. Pre-orders start today. From the award-winning studio behind the Ori series comes a bold new vision for action RPGs. No Rest for the Wicked is a brutal Souls-like built around skill, consequence, and precision combat. Step into a living hand-painted world you can explore alone or share with friends in your own persistent realm. A world that evolves even when you're offline. The highly anticipated full 1.0 release expands everything. A massive world, a deep class and progression system, and hundreds of hours of content, including endgame, all with full crossplay and cross-save. No Rest for the Wicked launches on PS5 this October and is available to wishlist now. Up next, let's check in with Capcom for an update on Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't matter. A beast isn't far from an Oni, you know.
You do well to follow his example.
I thought you'd see the appeal, Musashi.
Man, I haven't played this game in a minute.
That castle on the mountain.
Musashi, I sense Genma. Prepare yourself. No ordinary Genma can move like that. I doubt this area was designed to welcome visitors. The castle's owner must be terribly cautious.
I am Suten Tochi, Miyamoto Musashi, the fool who seeks strength yet rejects the power of the Oni.
Well, he looks like Radon.
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
That look like Radon from
So you've lost.
Thingy.
Will you swap the sword for a
From
trowel?
Elden Ring.
Like hell I will. No? What then? Are you going to start taking human souls? If human souls are what it takes.
Musashi, if that's the path he walks, I will follow. I've chosen to trust Musashi's judgment in all matters.
Ori departed. Give me every ounce of power that you have. In return.
Then get going, Onimusha.
Nice. Damn, everything's coming out in September.
We can't wait to get our hands on Onimusha Way of the Sword this September. But you won't have to wait long to try it yourself. Here's one more update from the Onimusha team.
Oh shit. Demo's already out? Might have to try the demo. Definitely. Definitely gotta try the demo. What the fuck? Is it that one game? Oh, that Dead Space looking game. What is it called? Damn, I forgot what it's called. I was about to say Silent Hill, but huh. Oh, is it?
Hey! Who's there?
Simon.
Oh, this is Silent Hill. Never mind. I thought it was a different game.
Please say something. Where did you go, Simon?
Something doesn't feel right.
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn. Only in theaters July 10th.
Silent Hill. I was thinking about a totally different game.
The target is the front gate of the capital of our homeland, the Federation of Central Asia. We will storm from the sea and take the capital back from our enemy.
So you're the next one?
Protect
the one whose rear we'll have to cover?
The people left behind back on the continent need something to hold on to. Some sort of symbol that inspires hope.
We will be in visual range of the land battleship soon.
Enemy artillery intensifying. Damn it. Where's Wings when you actually need him? All units return to base.
Where are you going,
Cover Tasha, Rex.
The fuck?
That's where the Wings of Thief comes in. The legendary savior. Dee wants the legendary savior to get as much publicity as possible. The more exposure, the better.
Cannon firing. We're gonna be wiped out.
All aircraft, pull out.
Sorry, Rex. You stay put, Joker One.
Above you flies the Wings of Thieves. No harm will come to you.
It's like another
Hope is within reach. The Terminus fingers.
What, the imposter? Sharing information isn't always about telling people the truth.
Hope's all we can offer, right, Joker One?
It's an ambush. Shadows.
Just as planned. We dangled the bait and Wings took it.
We'll find out soon enough.
Would you please?
Green light, defensive maneuver.
We've got a leak.
Kunda.
Fucking
The
commercial.
whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
This Dream was good. WSP, I don't even know what the fuck that means. Wisp.
皆さんこんにちは。エースコンバットシリーズブランドディレクターの河野です。お待たせいたしました。エースコンバット8ウィングスオブシーブの発売日は2026年10月2日。アーリーアクセスは9月29日になります。今回の映像では皆さんがエースコンバット8で直面する出来事を一つ一つのカットに意味を持たせて約2分に5分はエースコンバットもう一つ。
Did you know there are 3 kinds of aces?
Of course, it's fucking Ace Combat.
今回エースコンバット8パッケージ4の6達成。
This is another Need for Speed game, damn it. Or is this GTA 6?
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Oh my goodness. Is this Back to the Future game? Nice shit.
And cut.
Back to the Future.
Great take. Think we got it.
Yep, roll playback.
Oh, this thing. My bad was fucking Back to the Future. Man, they got another Stuntman game coming out. That hasn't been out in like years, wasn't it?
There's a wounded man. Nasty injuries. It's like a beast tore him apart.
A beast? Out here? Are you drunk or something? Do him up and show him out. But he's still weak, so be careful.
What's going on?
Oh, shit. Oh, this might be the game I was talking about. Dead Space. Whatever. Something like that. Yeah, this is the game.
Save your ammo.
Oh shit. Yeah, this game. Ew.
Die.
I'm excited for this game, bro. Definitely
You're
excited for
tough.
this game.
Surprisingly lively for someone who just came out of a coma.
If you want to survive, you gotta hustle.
Oh shit. I'm excited for
Fell
this
from
game.
the moon.
I will help you, but you must not go there.
I'll take my chances. Turns out I'm a lucky man.
You'll find nothing there but death.
Whoa.
Well, good luck. Keep quiet in there.
Yeah, well, that definitely is a PR. Scary as shit. Oh, I think
Something
this
is coming. I have to go.
Control Resonant or whatever.
It felt like an earthquake.
Control.
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, only in theaters July 10th.
Rise resonance appeared in Manhattan. As things stand right now, Dylan, you're our only shot at survival.
You are not FBC. You're not even fucking human.
The FBC locked me in that cell for years and forgot about me. The hiss, it was a way out.
People can change. The past doesn't matter. Who are you today?
We're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Control where's in that? This is marathon bullshit. Oh, that's the marathon bullshit.
Darkness. For those without eyes to see. The canvas, blank and vast. Secrets buried in shadow. The graves. I cried out in my sleep. A warning. A hunter's call. Bury it.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited.
Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Do you crave endless life?
The dangerous and cutthroat world of Marathon expands today with its second season, Nightfall. And if you haven't checked out Marathon yet, Bungie announced an open trial period for the launch of Season 2. You'll also be able to pick up Marathon at a discount. Now, let's take a look at what's coming soon to PlayStation Plus. Up first, a beloved fantasy world is finally coming to PlayStation for the first time. RuneScape Dragon Wilds is an open-world survival game where you rise from survivor to dragon slayer. Play solo or with friends as you explore Ashenfall, a beautiful, dangerous new frontier in the RuneScape universe, where power is earned and every action deepens your mastery. Classics catalog over the next few months. In June, battle colorful enemies. PsyOps the Mindgate Conspiracy joins the Classics catalog. And later.
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Confront the evil, corrupting paradise. This is Dead True International.
Thanks. Come on, let's get a photo together.
Over! You're rotated on that one.
A for effort, dude.
Who's the buff idiot?
Does no one know this guy?
This is how villains are made.
Oh, you two haven't
Another
met yet,
Dead Island
right?
game.
Sebastian, I'll be looking out for you.
Roland, whenever you're ready.
This facility has been shut down for decades. Uninvestigated, untold, until now.
This is how villains are made.
Oh, they getting freaky. Right, y'all getting freaky in the forest.
Nate, are you out there?
Yeah. Oh shit, I told you.
We gotta go. Right!
I have a bad feeling.
Let's get rid of it.
Grip it tight.
No! He's coming! Through there!
Take a deep breath.
Fuck! Which way?
Steady the mind.
We're gonna have to jump!
There's rocks down there!
Oh, that's one of those decision games, bro. Oh shit.
Can you do what needs to be?
This dude, is this Until Dawn? Oh. Okay, I take that back. I might have to play this one too. I might have to play this one. Yeah, definitely.
Hi, I'm Stu Tilley, Creative Director at Firesprite Games, and I hope you enjoyed the first look at our brand new installment of Until Dawn. In Until Dawn 2, a successful crew of ghost hunters who fake all their best content come face to face with real horrors for the very first time.
Whenever you're ready.
Having just signed a deal with a major TV network, they visit an abandoned tropical island. But beneath that beautiful surface hides dreadful, heartbreaking secrets, centuries old and hungry for vengeance. We're looking forward to sharing more details about this very soon, ahead of release in 2027.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Game to show, and it is something special. This is a brand new title debuting with more than 20 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. So turn up the volume, sit back, and enjoy.
Man, it better be good. What the fuck is this shit? 20 minutes. Uninterrupted gameplay. Man. Are you gonna show it? What is it? Man, that better not be some dumb shit, man. Oh shit, we get another God of War. Hey, I recognize this song from anything, bro. What? What? Oh shit, Santa Monica. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, man. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Santa Monica, man.
Find your way home. You are free.
Oh boy, Kratos, man. He lost his wife. And then. a spirit. Fucking commercial, man.
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Again, hold on. I missed something. She must be in Jotunheim or something.
Kratos! Jeez.
Man, she kinda thick. I'm not gonna lie, she was thick. What? Hey, Kratos got good taste. What?
Where am I? You know where I am? Okay. Burned clothes. The pyre. It happened. They're starting on the path. It's just... I didn't get to say goodbye.
Oh, she can double jump now?
This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim.
Yeah, he went Helheim.
Mask. How?
Oh shit. Oh. Hey, is this a weird?
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
I gotta see that again. She talking about some weed.
Shouldn't have. Oh, come on. Shouldn't have been that difficult. Yeah, armor. Good idea.
How about a way out? Guess I'll find my own way from here. That mask. No, it can't be. It's not possible. If there's another mask, their path isn't safe. I have to find a way back.
Did she come from the Eagle Oslo? Not the gates. The gateway is closed.
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
That creature.
Just burned that Fox thing.
Kid. Let him go!
Oh shit. Big house. Oh, big as hell.
Another mask. This is important to you. I wondered, do you think this could set you free?
You touch me again, and I swear, I will kill you.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th. The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
AC.
Resisting the truth will only make this more painful.
Sekhmet.
No, Betsy. I will handle that problem. You deal with our new pet.
What the fuck is that? Big ass line. The hell? Fly, man. Can't she just fit right through it or something?
Okay. I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And you're a talking sword.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
I'm Faye. There has to be a way out of here.
A way out? But you're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here. I'm dead.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Afterlife of the Gods? I call it the Everyone.
Afterlife of the Gods. Great.
So, what's the plan, boss?
Not your boss, Frank. That cask. That's why you're trapped.
Yeah. Wait, you made that big explosion happen, right? Could you do that again?
My magic, it's wrong here. I feel wrong here.
You want out, right?
I think we all want that.
We definitely do.
Faye, you need to accept it. All of it. You're dead.
How? How do I accept that?
Simple. Focus. You're here. Be here.
But what if I need to be somewhere else?
Then focus on what you do need.
Find your way home.
Hey, that's it. What were you thinking of?
A promise.
Okay, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. Get ready.
a good idea. Bad idea.
Kratos.
The fuck?
Kratos.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck? Fucking cute.
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Okay.
Q just knocked
Take
his
it.
ass out.
Lady, you need to get out of here.
Not until I get you out.
I don't need help.
Here we go, coming up behind.
So fucking cute. Okay. She got a different fight style than Kratos, bro. Definitely giving us some DMC vibes. That combat was.
Got an idea on opening that cage.
Hey, kid, get ready. Come on.
No, I got a promise to keep.
Fine, but lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
Are y'all ready? I will kill you.
Oh shit.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Gotham.
There you go.
Try again!
Oh shit.
Traitor! I will wrench you thread by thread! You don't know what you wield.
What is it?
Fucking cube, man. The cube is funny.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Oh shit.
Just give up!
I don't give up!
Oh shit. getting manhandled, boy. She's getting tossed up, bro. What is going on? Oh shit. Damn. I don't know. I got mixed thoughts about this one.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Which I was not expecting. I was half expecting him to say it's available right now, but it looks like it's in development. And if I may, I actually have the official PlayStation Store description of the game.
Let her rip.
Experience the next chapter of the legendary God of War franchise for both new and returning fans alike. Death was supposed to be the end, but for Lei Fei, warrior and wife to Kratos, a new adventure is just beginning. Awakening unexpectedly in a strange land after her death, Fei discovers the plans she put in place to protect Kratos and Atreus in her absence are now at risk. To save the one she loves, Fei must fight through the afterlife of the gods, the Everywen, where ruthless gods from across mythology vie for power in a land overflowing with dangerous magic. Harness Fei's speed, control, and relentlessness to overwhelm even the fiercest of foes with decisive, deadly precision. God of War Lei Fei is coming soon to PlayStation 5 consoles.
Okay.
Across mythology, so everyone was always speculating that we would go from one mythology to another. Mm-hmm. But as we see here, please forgive me if I get this wrong, but it seems like we have different cultures all at play, and that description basically confirms it. We see this demonic fire-like god who looked very like Khmerian / Thai or Cambodian, some sort of entity or a god, and then like an Egyptian-looking god. I'm just unfamiliar with all these, and again, all these creatures that we're seeing just look completely removed from Valhalla and everything we've seen in God of War Ragnarok or 2018. So just really interesting move, and this looks great. It looks beautiful.
I did not know that I wanted to know more about Faye, and this 20-minute chunk sold me on why I want to play as her, though, which has me more interested now in learning about what her journey is going to be and more about her backstory, which is we're going to definitely get more of that. I can't see a world where we don't get more of the backstory for Faye with this and learn more about her time with Kratos before her passing and moving to this new plane. The action looks fantastic. I'm very excited for the combo potential in this game.
She can jump.
She can jump. You've got double jump. You've got double jumps. Looks like right off the bat. So plenty of combo potential. You know, we were all talking about wanting a Devil May Cry in the pre-show. We're getting a kind of a Devil May Cry adjacent thing since Capcom didn't show that today. I'm very excited for this now. This was, like I said at the start, I did not know I wanted to play more as Faye or learn more about Faye, but now I don't see a world where I don't just like absorb everything in her story.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Where what I love the most about it is I was skeptical hearing the rumors about like mixing and matching mythologies and pantheons, but I feel like throwing them in this kind of you know,
realm of the dead for the gods.
Yeah, this kind of limbo, whatever it is. It works for me, and I love that it looks so grounded but so completely fantastic and over the top, just completely absurd. Like I feel like
we got some audio playing right now.
Anyway,
bear with us, guys. We're working through it right now.
Got some audio issues here.
But yeah, this looks fantastic. I think you're right. This Everywhere plane kind of solves this issue, and I think it evolves the franchise in a really smart way to where everybody's like, oh, are we gonna go to Egypt next, or are we gonna go to China or Japan mythologies? It's like we see how long game development is now, and we know how hungry Sony Santa Monica knows how hungry people are to play more God of War games and see more of these mythos in action. And I think this is a perfect kind of solution of let's get a little bit of a taste of everything. I think we'll probably see around 5 to 6 different realms is my prediction.
I don't even know if it's going to be as conventional as realms. Like I feel like the way that Norse mythology is structured, that totally works in the context of Ragnarok and the first game.
So I mean like not realms and like locations, but I mean like different mythos. We'll see different cultures.
I mean, I love the fact that it is like originally God of War. It is rooted more squarely, more kind of rigidly in mythology when you're adapting an existing mythos. But in this case, the fact that it is this kind of like garbage dump of different deities and whatever and it's clearly like people who are kind of misbehaving. It's like this doesn't look like the good place. This is it's a little bit rough. But you've also got, again, they're veering from, I feel like, this kind of fantastical reinterpretation of mythology into just straight fantasy.
Yeah.
And there's an argument to be made that that's always been the case. But the fact that there's a gelatinous cube seems to really just kind of put that right, front and center. This is a D&D enemy. This is not a...
Because I was like, is there any, does any culture have a gelatinous cube? And I was like, I don't think so.
I don't think there is, to my knowledge. Prove us wrong, internet, please tell us. But
and from what I'm seeing, so I might have missed the names, but from our producer saying that the Egyptian-looking god was Sekhmet, and the red guy is the Mongolian god of war, Bekse, or Bekshi. And one thing I've always loved about God of War and the 2018 reboot or not reboot, but sequel, is you see the different...
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Or while playing as the original Greek God of War, who killed the previous Greek God of War, and now we're gonna fight a Mongolian God of War, which kind of rules. And I love seeing that adaptation and how different cultures have different perspectives on how they portray these different things, which is why it's so exciting to see it in a fantasy setting.
Yeah, and again, to the weird juxtaposition of incredibly realistic visuals with also incredibly fantastic unrealistic visuals, like the fact that you've got, again, not a talking sword, but a sword with talking ribbons on it, and a talking cube, and you're fighting a 12-foot tall war god and doing double jumps. There are things that, we should not being like, well, this isn't very realistic. No kidding, it's about mythology. Have you read any mythology? It's completely bonkers. And I love that they're managing to juggle that sense of groundedness, but also double jumps and gelatinous cubes. It's a really, really hard balancing act to strike, and I don't know, it's working for me here.
I might not remember it from Ragnarok, but I cannot wait for this game to show us how Faye and Kratos met, because what a meet cute that must have been.
I'm sure there was some fists thrown. I love that the cube's name is just Frank, And we've got, played by Deborah Ann Woll, who also played Karen in Punisher, who was in Daredevil and Punisher, and Frank.
Hangs out with a lot of Franks, yeah.
There's a lot of Franks. So I'm wondering, I can't wait for the internet to do some cuts of these conversations together.
Also, just her acrobaticness, her different style of combat. Like you can very much see the DNA of God of War 2018 in this game. But I just love how much more acrobatic she is compared to Kratos, and that's the thing I was worried about, is that it would feel too similar to what we've seen from God of War before. And I can tell this is in that realm. I understand how this plays, but that freeformness to how she moves, also her co-op partner here is a gelatinous cube that she can bounce enemies off of for air juggling potential. It's so cool.
I'm really looking forward to some puzzles, some interesting platforming choices, because you've got a talking ribbons that can go and grapple things, and a gelatinous cube you can bounce on, and also you can double jump. I feel like that opens up a huge breadth of possibilities in terms of just getting around this world once you get past this burning hellhole here. But I really hope they don't just tell me the puzzle solutions. I hope that they took the feedback there, and that these weird talking objects don't just blurt out the answers left and right like Atreus did.
I love the knocking the spirits out of soul out of enemies and using that to combo into them before it explodes. That's so cool. There's a lot of questions we're going to have over the next year, I'd say, at least, of development as they start to drip feed more.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Recalling it, and they clearly watched the Thor movies a bit and took some notes about how that works. And I love that the knocking the soul out of the body is a full on, that's like a Doctor Strange move right there. It's cool. And
is it coming next year? You think? You think it's a 2027 release?
I hope so. I think we've got a pretty good idea of what 2026 is going to look like now after this state of play with so many games, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a moment. But 2027 is still pretty open for a lot of stuff.
It gives me pause because it just says in development. I was like, you showed me the first 20 minutes of the game. Give it to me now, please.
They got to make the next 18 hours.
Yeah,
there's a lot more there. But no, it clearly is really far along. We were talking about, you were like, maybe it's really far along. Maybe it's going to come out this fall. And look at how long the tail on Wolverine was from that initial CG reveal to finally seeing proper gameplay in action. We're going to talk about Wolverine in a second. But I feel like I think they're being cautious and not saying a year quite yet, because it's tricky to make a game that looks like this, or any game really, but especially a game like this. This is gorgeous. And yeah, I'm hoping we're playing this next fall, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got to wait a little bit longer. But it is clearly a video game. This at no point am I like, I don't know, it kind of looks like CG. It's no
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. This is, I mean, that guy's kind of bull-like, but yeah.
This is exciting. I thought I was done with the God of War saga. Just all right, I think I'm ready to move on into let Sony Santa Monica do something different. But this very clearly is something different, and I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, like I said, they picked the right avenue to go for evolving this franchise.
And anybody who's not feeling this in particular, bear in mind there is also a trilogy of God of War remakes in development, as well as an Amazon Prime show. So take that for what it's
plenty
worth.
of Kratos to come.
Yeah, and then I kind of hope we get some more little Sons of Sparta style things in the middle there. We've been talking a lot about that, about how Sony's got a bunch of legacy IP. It's cool to get these big, huge quadruple A flagship releases, but it's kind of nice to also get stuff in between, little things to be like, hey, yeah, we know the lights are still on, so
something to tide you over.
Yeah. Look at that logo. Look at how shiny that is. That's so pretty. I'm into it. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. And again, if this grabbed you, be sure to stick around to the end of this live show, because we have an interview queued up to check out. So, IGN Summer of Gaming is only just getting started. Be sure to join us this Friday for Summer Games Fest, plus pre- and post-show coverage. And then this weekend, it's going to be IGN Live, our very own 2-day in-person event. If you can make it to downtown LA, we would love it if you'd come and join us. You can grab a ticket at IGN.com.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Do you want to be the very best like no one ever was? Streamline your journey to becoming a master trainer with Planet Pokemon. Choose your Pokemon, filtering by type, stats, or game availability. Then use the full team builder to assemble an unbeatable lineup. Plan out the optimal set of moves, items, and abilities. Plan your dream team today at planetpokemon.com.
Catch up on all your favorite shows with up-to-the-minute gaming and entertainment news with Geek Media Podcasts.
Welcome to a very special episode of IGN Game Scoop.
Game Scoop has you covered for all things gaming and the latest game releases. Tune into Podcast Beyond for the biggest PlayStation news.
Man, this is a cool looking trailer.
Everything Xbox on Podcasts Unlocked.
This is Steve Downes, the voice of Master Chief.
Catch up with your Super Nintendos on Nintendo Voice Chat.
Let the kids love what we love.
And get all the latest console news and rumors with Next Gen Console Watch.
Now Xbox and Phil Spencer are even saying that a mid-gen refresh isn't even necessary.
The Cinefix Top 100 podcast picks a movie every week to celebrate and debate.
It's kind of every movie's grandpa.
Geek Media Podcasts, the best podcasts from around the world.
IGN Playlist is the best way to track your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection of the world, and finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep meaning to get to. IGN Playlist, check it out.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing? IGN guides are trusted by millions, easy to use, and best of all, free. IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for Shadow of the Erdtree, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, and so much more.
It's good, right?
Every guide is tested and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN when you search for guides.
And welcome back. We are breaking down some of the big reveals from Sony's latest State of Play. And remember, if something you were hoping to see didn't make an appearance, there is still a chance it's going to pop up during Summer Game Fest. So be sure to tune into that this Friday, June 5th, live on IGN. The pre-show kicks off at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. But now, we need to talk about Wolverine, because I always want to talk about Wolverine. Yes. But I have a really good excuse to talk about Wolverine today, and that's that we got a huge, big chunk of gameplay. What do we think?
It looks bloody as hell. It looks great.
It's as gory as I hoped we'd get with him. Oh my goodness, this was a good gameplay demo. This was such a good little teaser of
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
I mean, we were already sold beforehand, but this put the final nail in the coffin for making sure I'm there day one for this one.
I mean, I think one thing that always strikes me about the Insomniac Marvel games, now that we can say this plural, is how they kind of effortlessly show off their cameos in a way that doesn't feel like, look we got another person in here. It feels very natural. It feels like, yeah, this is just the world that they live in. And in this issue, Wolverine stumbles into an encounter and Jean Grey happens to be there. And I really appreciate that effortlessness, but also it just looks fun as hell to play Wolverine and throw people through objects. Everything destroys itself very nicely. I love right here, you see some of the blood kind of pool into the water and start to trail a little bit.
Now, don't get too excited, because we know, the pre-release footage of puddles and Insomniac games, this could be a whole other Puddlegate.
Bloodgate. Bloodgate's back, baby.
We got to look at, there's
Leech.
Yeah. And there's a couple, I think, was that maybe Callisto in the back of the truck?
I wouldn't be surprised. Callisto is known for protecting the mutants, especially the ones that, like the Morlocks.
I dig it because they said that this is a version of this universe where mutants are out there, but they're also in hiding, which is a nice way of kind of hand-waving the fact that there's not a bunch of mutants hanging around in Spider-Man. Assuming these are, I think they're in the same universe, but I feel like they're not overemphasizing that, which is healthy and good.
Wolverine's probably not going to New York or whatever, but it reminds me a lot of at least that opening shot where we see him on top of a warehouse overlooking and kind of planning out the attack route. It reminded me a lot of The Last of Us Part 2 in terms of how The Last of Us handled its improvisational combat, where it's you go in, I'm going to try and be stealthy, and then when things inevitably go awry, you go, all right, guns blazing. And I really think that's a smart approach because, when I think of Wolverine, I do think of a predator who is on the prowl trying
Kunda. The whole family
be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
And you were like, oh, he's going to do the Spider-Man thing. He's going to swing under the legs, and he just kills him with a forklift. So it's a nice,
It's a nice zag.
Good environmental skill there. I'm into that. Here we're getting a look at what I'm guessing is the Berserker Rage. There's a very, very limited UI in this game, which I'm very into. We did get kind of a look at the different abilities down there. I'm interested to see how they come to play. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see just how many of those skills kind of play out throughout the game, how much like customization or like upgrades you get for those, how they handle those, how they dole those out. Are we getting experience points on popping enemies like Spider-Man, or is it kind of like just as time goes by you add more things, which is kind of weird.
Unlockables, upgrades.
Yeah, I love the team ups that we got. We got to see a lot of little combo attacks with Jean Grey. Obviously, they said there's going to be other Marvel friends that are going to be showing up. So who knows what that's going to look like? Maybe we'll see a little Cyclops action. I doubt we'll see like a Hulk for a fastball special though.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm interested in because we're so used to certain things being taken for granted in the Marvel universe, but Insomniac demonstrated pretty readily in Spider-Man 2 especially that like what you take for granted is not necessarily true. Like we're like, oh yeah, Venom, it's Eddie Brock, right? And it's like, no, I don't know.
There's a zag. There's always an interesting twist.
Yeah, there's the bit where this, Leech goes, are you a superhero? And he goes, nah, Bob, I'm Wolverine or whatever. And it's like, is he an X-Man at this point? Like, is that like we're taking that for granted, but like, is this his early days? And again, have they completely shuffled the timeline around? They've got carte blanche to do that. They are able to, take some liberties and do some interesting stuff. And it's Wolverine's been reinterpreted plenty of times over already. So it's I'm excited about that. Again, Jean Grey shows up. The obvious question is where's Cyclops, but
he's taking care of the kids.
Maybe he's not in the picture yet. I don't know.
And it seems like they have a history already because he's already calling her Red, right?
Mm-hmm. We get the Final Destination, the Final Destination kill, which is something that's traumatized everybody who watched that movie as a.
That is as good a segue as anything. Wolverine looks sick. I'm excited to talk more about it for the rest of the year. But I also want to talk about one of the other big surprises, which was Until Dawn 2, which was very Final Destination coded. I wasn't expecting this.
Me neither, especially, and Firesprite is doing this one, which is it's a change from the previous developers, correct?
Historically, Until Dawn was under Supermassive, who've since kind of spun off and done the Dark Pictures anthology, which is very much an Until Dawn-like. This is a studio that Sony acquired, I think, in 2021, who's mostly done support stuff. They worked on The Playroom. They worked on Horizon.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
In my Until Dawn, and I'm super here for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big sucker for found footage. It's one of my favorite horror genres. Granted, this isn't 100% found footage, but it's very much people who don't belong in a place doing, oh, let's see if there's ghosts here and something bad, and that's like my favorite setup for a horror movie because it's like, oh, I can't wait to watch all these people get brutally murdered or survive. As the end of the trailer shows, they can either all live or they can all die. But one thing that's always fun in these, Until Dawn games is seeing the celebrity talent that's at play. And if my eyes are not mistaking me, it looks like we have the return of Peter Stormare, who is our kind of overarching narrator, our director, if you will. It looks like we have the guy from Stranger Things, the lifeguard, if I'm not mistaken, from season 2 or 3, and then Neil Newman, who is Asterion himself from Baldur's Gate 3. So pretty interesting cast, and it looks like a lot of people are going to die.
Yeah, and do some rowdy teenager shenanigans on this island. Yeah, for the first good chunk of this trailer, it didn't put the supernatural or the horror elements front and center, and I was like, is this some kind of social data? Is a really AAA dating game on an island? I don't know what's going on here. And then they started cutting people in half and stuff. I'm like, okay, that checks out. That makes sense. I mean, we got an Until Dawn movie. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll get a sequel.
Yeah. I'm happy to see Sony carting out an IP that people like.
Yeah, it's a great time, and hopefully, one thing I'm curious about is whether they've I would assume that they have learned from the things that Supermassive has done since the original Until Dawn, because as each subsequent release has kind of, with the Dark Pictures anthology, they started to strip away a lot of the elements that didn't necessarily work in Until Dawn. I'm talking about don't move your DualSense controller, and then it's like you accidentally nudge it, and then one of the characters you've been trying to keep alive is just brutally murdered because you had to get up and because your microwave sounded off or something like that. Like getting rid of the things that are detrimental to it and giving you more ownership over telling the story you want to. And hopefully they add the co-op feature that was added in a lot of the subsequent games after the fact, where part of the fun is to just play these games with a friend and with a significant other and just enjoy a horror movie like experience together.
My biggest hang up with games like this is that they are too long, and I don't mean that they should have less content in them. I mean that
the pacing.
Sitting down with your friends to watch a bad horror movie, that's a thing that takes 3 hours tops.
Yep.
And that is the reason that you can rewatch an old movie a bunch of times. People replay games obviously all the time, and these games are meant to be replayed so you get different.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
3-hour experiences that people are into that aren't necessarily all about branching paths and different outcomes. And yeah, I'm hoping that they do that this time around, but obviously, some people, if they roll credits after 3 hours, they're like, I want my money back.
Yeah, it's not enough game in my game for me.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be Wendigos on this island or what?
Well, it looks very like the villain that cut the person's bottom half off kind of looks like the My Bloody Valentine miner guy, but who knows? I just love that they have carte blanche to choose whatever horror entity they want, and they usually make pretty good decisions. So I'm excited to see what they've got.
Yeah. No, this was a fun surprise. I feel like we'd heard rumors of it maybe, and I didn't know what to think. And you think Until Dawn, and I feel like that movie left a bad taste where I'm going to be like, it's another, cabin in the woods kind of thing. But this is a cabin in the jungle, I guess, which is cool.
Abandoned hotel on a tropical island.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's got that Far Cry 3 vibe to it.
I mean, also Neil Newbin's wearing the Far Cry 6 cult leader glasses, so I'm like, all right, this is all ringing true to me.
Yeah, no, this is going to be dope. I mean, this was a strong showing on Sony's first party lineup for sure. I mean, between God of War and Wolverine and Until Dawn, I'm content with that. It seems like stuff is in the it's in the immediate future. It's not stuff we're going to have to wait another 4 years for.
Yep.
So that's promising.
I did poll the audience with 17,000 votes for favorite game of the show between God of War, Marvel's Wolverine, Until Dawn, and then I put Tomb Raider as the fourth option. Felt like a safe one. God of War 51%, Marvel's Wolverine 32%, Until Dawn 10%. So it's there.
And I think the show is I think PlayStation is cognizant of that fact, and I think the show is designed with that kind of fan reception in mind, because everything about that poll rings true with how that the state of play was laid out.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. All right, we need to take a quick break, but stick around because more of our Beyond State of Play post show is coming up right here on IGN Summer of Gaming.
IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by our official retail partner, Best Buy.
IGN Store has everything you need to level up your life.
Red 6 standing by.
Refresh your wardrobe with official gear you won't find anywhere else. From Fallout, Expedition 33, Romeo's a Dead Man, and more. Treat yourself to the coolest collectibles like an adorable SKA plush, your very own Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade, and a fully functional Pip-Boy 3000. Or kick back and relax to your favorite video game soundtracks on vinyl. Whatever you need, IGN Store has you covered. Head to store.ign.com and start shopping today.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for Shadow of the Erdtree, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies, and so much more.
See? It's good, right?
Every guide is tested and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN when you search for guides.
Do you want to be the very best like no one ever was? Streamline your journey to becoming a master trainer with Planet Pokemon. Choose your Pokemon, filtering by type, stats, or game availability. Then use the full team builder to assemble an unbeatable lineup. Plan out the optimal set of moves, items, and abilities. Play to your strengths by analyzing your team's resistances and offensive coverage. Or really maximize your Poke potential by digging into the stats by adjusting EVs and IVs. And save multiple team builds for different strategies in different games. Plan your dream team today at planetpokemon.com.
Welcome back. This is the Sony State of Play post show right here on IGN Summer of Gaming. In a little bit, we got an interview with some of the team at Sony Santa Monica to talk about God of War Laufey. Maybe we can ask them how we're supposed to say it, but there are a few other games we want to touch on before we get to that. So September is going to be busy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bonkers.
That's a month that kept popping up, and the same dates, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so there are 3 games that are coming out in basically a 48-hour window, and that is Silent Hill Townfall, Control Resonant, and Onimusha Way of the Sword. They're both coming out. I think the first 2 are coming out on September 24th, and then Onimusha's out on the 25th, and I don't know if you preload it and open it at 9 p.m. on the West Coast, maybe on the 24th. It's a big day.
Those are all games that I want to play, Max.
Well, what are you going to play first?
I don't know. So I was going to say Onimusha Way of the Sword because I love me some Toshiro Mifune, but Control Resonant looks so good. And then
Remedy
Silent Hill Town, it depends. Maybe if I'm in a spooky mood, then I'll go with Silent Hill. But otherwise, we talked about it in the pre-show. We thought we were going to see Resident Evil, but I completely forgot about Onimusha Way of the Sword, which looks awesome. Here we're seeing a little bit of Silent Hill Townfall, which also looked incredible.
Is this
this is Control Resonant.
Doing great. But
it's a montage. You guys are confused.
It's a montage.
Now we're in
Here's Onimusha. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. So let's talk Onimusha.
Yeah,
Jada, you get to play this, right?
I played this at Gamescom last year, and it is fantastic. The action is good. The parries feel so great. I parried an arrow from
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Is excellent. The boss fight I got to play in the demo, there was like a little prompt to do a stronger slash, and I have a feeling depending on where you slash, it changes the fight a little bit. I don't know for certain because I only got to play the demo once, but he seemed to change his fighting style based on where I slash.
Interesting.
Which is really cool. It screams these classic action games that we got from Capcom back in the PS2 era, and I'm so ready to revisit the Onimusha franchise because this is a franchise that's been kind of dormant for a while, and we've got this, and then Dawn of Dreams they said is coming to the PS Plus catalog later this year, which is great. There's just so many good things about this game.
So I think a lot of present day gamers or people who are just paying attention to what's front and center would be like, oh, this looks like a Souls-like, but this is not a Souls-like.
This is not a Souls-like.
What would you compare it to for anybody who's unfamiliar with Onimusha?
Oh man, I'd say it's like a more I hate to say throw Dynasty Warriors, but it's got that kind of faster action, but it's not button mashy. It's closer to a Devil May Cry, but slower than
It looks like you are kind of approaching this from a sort of very methodical. You need to find your opportunity to attack, not necessarily parry an attack, but more so just find your time to strike. And a lot of the gameplay we've seen, Musashi Miyamoto is moving very deliberately, very slowly, and it feels like I'm actually playing like almost Ghost of Yote to some extent.
Yeah, that's not a bad comparison. Ghost of Yote is it's definitely got some same vibes here.
More like channeling classic samurai cinema.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
which is what this character is based off of.
I dig it because I feel like the original games they look across the board kind of video gamey, and people are going to take that out of context. But I mean, there's a tendency with oftentimes video games to make everything look awesome and everything look stylized, and I like it so much better when it's a grounded world with stylized stuff in it. And this looks, and again, a lot of that is because graphics are really, really good these days.
Yep.
But it's kind of rad to see okay, yeah, it looks like a straightforward samurai game until you're fighting this dude, until Ganon shows up.
Fighting these Oni.
Yeah, that's again, it's an interesting balance to be like, okay, this is a fun, over-the-top action game, but it's also presented realistically, and it's, you know, where do you want to stylize things? Where do you want to make things over the top? Where do you want to make things, you know, grounded? Or where do you want to get weird? And yeah, I'm interested.
I like it to do both.
And if you want to do a little bit of homework for anyone who's watching, you should check out
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Dude licks the woman and then starts fighting the guy is just lifted directly out of that.
Capcom knows what they're doing.
They definitely do.
So shifting gears to another thing that you wouldn't think would be a hack and slash, but the new Remedy game is very Devil May Cry flavored and Control resonant. What do we think?
It looks so sick. It looks so sick. And it does the thing that I really wanted to see in Control, the original Control, is what happens if something breaches the Federal Bureau of Control and gets out into the streets, and we get to play that in this sequel. And not only that, there's Remedy's zagging with us, and we are playing as a prisoner, like the person we are after
brother.
throughout the entirety of Control. And I didn't think we'd actually see Jessie in a trailer, but it looks like we got a glimpse of her. But yeah, this looks like Devil May Cry by way of the FBC, which looks awesome.
It also gives me a little bit of like old school like prototype vibes.
Yeah, I could see that. I think the New York landscape really sells that as well. And you know, if you guys are interested, if you're watching this and you're like, I need more Control resonant, good news. If you come to IGN Live on Saturday, we're actually going to have them on our spotlight stage and in our panel room. So I'm very excited to host them. I think we're in for quite a treat if you show up.
Answering
to IGN
some
Live.
hard-hitting questions like, what's wrong with those buildings? And
why are they so scary?
Why is that happening there? That thing right there.
Will there be what is it? The objects of power?
Oh yeah.
Will those be back?
How many rooms are in the oldest house?
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I am interested in is how self-contained is this? Because like, you know, a ton of people played Control, but they also had like FBC Firebreak, and they've also had the FBC stuff in Alan Wake 2, and it's the Remedy verse is it's sometimes sort of a universe, but it's also so almost deliberately surreal at times that it doesn't necessarily need to have further context. Obviously, they have some lore, but yeah.
You'll take way more from this game, I would assume, if you've played the Remedyverse games, especially the original Control, which you should. It won IGN's Game of the Year back in like 2019 or 2020, whenever that was. I think it'll work standalone. Otherwise, maybe you'll be just as confused as Dylan is. You know, just like, where am I? What's going on?
Sometimes you want to
what am I doing?
Jump around and fight some stuff, and that's cool. But yeah, as for games where you are confused, Silent Hill Townfall looks grisly. Like that's we got a closer look at that. Again, that's also coming out on September 24th, just in time for you have a month to play it before Halloween or whatever. But
it'll be a good Halloween game, that's for sure.
Yeah, this one I'm into it. I really dig what Konami's doing with this franchise right now. I think it shows a tremendous amount of I don't know, trust to give different studios the keys to it. Like we just had Bloober Team did the remake, and then we've got, you know, Silent Hill F, and then
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
AAA video games showing us
old
technology. I don't know.
Analog tech.
Why is that so appealing? Like, why is it so nice to see? It just looks cool.
It's high fidelity. And again, it has not failed the assignment in terms of making this a Silent Hill game. Like I let out a chuckle when I saw the email service is called Red Square. Presumably that's how you save your game in Silent Hill Townfall, which I think is just super clever. And this is probably going to have a puzzle that's a little bit too difficult for me that I'm going to spend probably like an hour. Like, what the weight goes on this side, but then the weight needs to balance it out on that. It's like, there's always one puzzle that makes you feel at least a little bit like, I should know how to do this a little better. But regardless, this looks very scary. Horror games always get me when you have to have no way of actually fighting back and you need to throw something to distract the enemy. That always terrifies me, so I can't wait to be scared.
Another horror game we got to look at was The Lost Wild, which I spent half that trailer going, oh, it's that Alien Isolation Jurassic Park game, which is in fact Jurassic Park Survival, which is an entirely different game. But this one is, again, it looks like survival horror with dinosaurs. And Yeah, I don't have any problem with that.
I think you said it best earlier. It's that everybody's making Dino Crisis but Capcom at this point.
Yep, pretty much.
This looks cool. I mean, I think dinosaurs are a little underutilized in games, as strange as that is to say, when you've got games like Ark and other things.
We saw dinosaurs in Tomb Raider, Jada.
We did see dinosaurs in Tomb Raider, but that's also a remake from the original back then.
That's fair.
So, I mean, I'm always happy to see some dinosaurs go raw. The dinosaurs go raw, right? Like, we want to see dinosaurs in our games, and this looks like it's going to deliver on that. And
what I'm interested in this is that I love that it's different. It's like different dinosaurs, I'm guessing, per area. And I wonder if the Jurassic Park game is going to do the same thing. But look at this. You're like, suddenly it's like, oh, I got to deal with this dude. I got this, what is that thing?
They got feathers. The dinos got feathers.
As they should.
It's lore accurate.
Future is here. Yeah. But no, like the fact that you're like, okay, I just escaped the raptors. Oh, here's a giant bird. I got to deal with this guy.
Would you rather be trapped in Silent Hill or in a world surrounded by dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs.
No way.
Hands down.
I'd rather go through Silent Hill.
I think dinosaurs, it would be easy to get the sweet release of death in Silent Hill. Are you dead the whole time? I don't know. I guess a pterodactyl is sort of a pyramid head if you think about it. It's got a very pointy head.
I think dinosaurs are just a little bit easier to predict, maybe. They're like, you understand that they're creatures that hunt. They're they're predators.
Well, speaking of predictable dinosaurs, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis is a remake of a soon-to-be 30-year...
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
Universal. It is clearly not just a remaster. It's like a brand new game. But I don't know. I want to. Is it gonna feel like you're playing an old school game or what?
That's the thing that has me not concerned, but I'm just curious about this remake of the original Tomb Raider, because in my opinion, I think that the original Tomb Raider on PlayStation 1 is kind of a masterwork of platforming. It's difficult.
Yes.
It is a thing that you need to make very careful choices with how you platform in a way that I really appreciate. And this looks like it's 2013 Tomb Raidering itself a little bit, where it's streamlining some of the rough edges that might be off-putting for modern audiences.
I think that's it. You get the shots of her doing like matrix flips through a bunch of spears, and it's like that. When you look at old school Lara Croft, you're like, okay, it's a platformer video game. I get that. But the 2013 iteration of Lara just is so brutally grounded, where she's like killing deer with her bare hands and stuff. And trying to take a realistic person and have them doing flips like that is kind of there's a little bit of, mental gymnastics to go with those virtual gymnastics. But it looks sick. I'm into it.
I'm just happy that, I don't have tank controls to deal with it this time.
Exactly. There it is.
Well, this is also going to be a great testing ground to see, I'm curious to see the reception for this, because there is still that completely new Tomb Raider game that is in the works after this. I think it might have been Game Awards or Summer Games Fest last year. I forget when it happened, but they showcased there's 2 of these happening. This is just the first one.
Yeah, this got a nice little release date. One of the first games of next year. Real quick, with no follow-up question, what was your favorite game of the show?
Honestly, God of War. I feel so basic for saying it, but yeah, that they knew what they were doing, saving that for our one more thing. That looks incredible. I can't wait to play it. I'll be there day one.
Yeah, Jada, what about you?
God of War is definitely my favorite game shown, but it wasn't my favorite trailer, and it's a weird thing to say. God of War is the thing I'm most hyped for.
It wasn't a trailer. It was like 20 minutes of uncut
Exactly.
gameplay.
That's exactly. So the one that I think really caught me off guard was the Stuntman Hollywood.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
trailer.
that looks so
I know.
good.
I was like, that was, I think, the best trailer for
Nick,
me.
you're like, this is gonna be kind of basic. I'm like, you have not seen the beginning of Basic. They showed a bunch of cars I know from movies, and I started cheering.
I mean, the original Stuntman is so good. Was that a PS2 launch window game?
The last one was on PS3, so it's been almost 20 years since we got a Stuntman.
I initially thought it was going to be Split Second. I thought we were getting a return to Split Second, which was the same kind of style of things, but more race focused.
I'm so stoked for this because it's Saber Interactive, and if this is any of the people who've been working on their Roadcraft and SnowRunner, incredibly physics-driven vehicle games.
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, only in theaters July 10th.
A game, but yeah, I don't know. Again, this was one of those kind of games that came out of left field, and it very sort of CG heavy trailer initially, and then they showed us some gameplay towards the end there, and it's
that car that swiped under. What is that one? Do you recognize that one? Because it looks like Roadkill from like Twisted Metal.
I think that might be the Jason Statham Death Race car, but
it kind of looks like the Death Race car.
Yeah,
but Phantom Blade Zero, we also got a glimpse of. But one thing that I really appreciate about a lot of developers nowadays is they're using a lot of PS2 games as reference. The director of Phantom Blade Zero says, I want my game to feel like a PlayStation 2 game. That was like in early reviews, and I'm like, you sold me on your game, sir. That's exactly what I want to hear.
Why is that such a, that is not just a high bar for games. That's also that's what I said coming out of Predator Badlands. I was like, this felt like a PS2 game, and
it's a game feel thing.
Yeah,
I think it's just something where it's like, yes, it looks like photorealistic, beautiful, stunning, cutting edge graphics, but there is something, video games are meant to feel good to some extent. There needs to be some sort of, when I push button, I feel nice kind of reception. And I think that's what a lot of these games are bringing out. Even Stuntman Hollywood, like the objective-based car stunt game, please give me 40 of those games. I would take those any day of the week.
I feel like that's what the PS2 was kind of best at doing, was just creating these pure game experiences. Stories were told, and there were some good ones on the PS2, but what most people remember from the PlayStation 2 era is those action moments, the gameplay, the ambience of the world that you're exploring. And I feel like PlayStation 2 really just nailed that formula, and I think Sony's been kind of following that formula for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that is a funny thing to call out, but it's I think so many really revolutionary games came out in that era, and a lot of them had really cool ideas that it's kind of cool to see devs circle back and be like, let's try that again with modern tech and modern sensibilities. And yeah, I don't know, Stuntman, that wasn't on my bingo card, but I'll definitely take it. That about does it for us, but stick around because after the break, we are getting an exclusive closer look at God of War, Lao Fei, and some new details from the team at Sony Santa Monica. And of course, Summer of Gaming is only getting started this Friday. It is Summer Game Fest. We're going to have tons more surprises there, and then IGN Live is going on all weekend long with the Xbox Game Showcase on Sunday. But right now, God of War, take a look.
IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
To simulate that pace for this 30-second ad, we're featuring 26 different films. And before you say it, no, that math does not check out. We're not math people, we're movie people. We can't even count down from 10 without ending up at 96. Subscribe to IGN Movies and TV for more Cinefix movie lists. Bad at math, great at movies.
IGN Playlist is the best way to track your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection of the world, and finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep meaning to get to. IGN Playlist, check it out.
IGN Store has everything you need to level up your life.
Red 6 standing by.
Refresh your wardrobe with official gear you won't find anywhere else. Treat yourself to the coolest collectibles like an adorable SKA plush, your very own Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade, and a fully functional Pip-Boy 3000. Head to store.ign.com and start shopping today. Do you want to be the very best like no one ever was? Streamline your journey to becoming a master trainer with Planet Pokemon. Choose your Pokemon, filtering by type, stats, or game availability. Then use the full team builder to assemble an unbeatable lineup. Plan out the optimal set of moves, items, and abilities. Play to your strengths by analyzing your team's resistances and offensive coverage. Or really maximize your Poke potential by digging into the stats by adjusting EVs and IVs. And save multiple team builds for different strategies in different games. Plan your dream team today at planetpokemon.com.
We're getting to the point in the God of War franchise where we can start telling stories about more characters. And for us, Faye has always really been the the starting point for Kratos and Atreus on their journey, and really getting to know her as a character, fully as a three-dimensional human has been really important to us. And it started, I think, really in 2018. It just, who was this woman who was a match equal to Kratos?
And this world, as we continue to expand it and show more and more of what the universe of God of War is all about, these key pivotal characters play a role not only in what has happened, but what will happen. So it's really, for me, a very important character to continue to explore.
Yeah, we definitely learned the outlines of
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
somebody who really has a special place within the franchise as a whole. Faye has a different physique, I would say, than Kratos. She's not quite as solidly built brick wall as Kratos is, but she's every bit as much of a warrior. And so for her, leaning into that kind of agility, that flexibility, the speed, while still maintaining how deadly she is, I think for us that was really a key spot to kind of hone into. And just for us, you know, as developers, looking through all of the games we've made, the Greek saga, the Norse saga, and really kind of stay true to our combat roots. You know, this kind of quick, visceral combat, you know, the fluidity of the Greek saga, but kind of the up close and gritty personal of the Norse saga, and kind of marry those together in something that's really uniquely Faye.
It's good accent, right? You have Kratos is very deliberate, straightforward combat persona now, and this new feel from 2018 to now, and this kind of new, almost polar opposite end of still a very familiar combat experience that has the influence of the roots. So you kind of get this great new sort of addition alongside Kratos.
Well, it was super important for us to really start on the same page as the players. And, you know, where we left Faye was that she was dead. And we talked about a prequel and kind of what we would have told a story about. And, you know, while those events are still quite interesting, it just felt like what we really wanted to start with was right where we left off, and drive that story forward from Faye's perspective, and then really put Faye and players in the same spot about exploring this new world.
And even back in 2018, we started sort of building all of this. We were setting tiny little narrative beats that we're going to start to structurally support
in our weapon.
With one.
And what's
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn, July 10th.
You know, Faye's story is an exploration of transformation and, you know, what do we become when we leave things behind, and that is, I think, a pretty interesting story, hopefully, but
2018, like, and oh my god.
Check out. We're not math people. We're
access to.
Well, that was interesting. Still got a mixed feeling about the God of War game though, but you just gotta play the game and see. But I'll be back on a little bit later. I'm gonna go clean, but if not, I'll be back on tomorrow. Yeah, hit that like, subscribe, and follow button, and I will see you guys on the flip flop later. Peace.